Hi, welcome once again to Starseed Rising 333. I'm glad you've tuned into this channel. If you do enjoy watching this reading, if you could please click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. First of all, I'd like to thank all those viewers who have tuned into my channel, who have watched my readings out on YouTube, who have watched my other videos out, okay? And also anyone that's clicked the like buttons, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for your support. Today's reading is to do with shadow work, okay? And it's for the divine masculine, or any men who are listening or watching this reading at this present time. You do not need to be on a spiritual soul life path or journey to watch this reading. It's for anyone, okay? Now I just want to tell you a little bit about what shadow work is. Basically, shadow work helps us to gain inner wisdom and hidden knowledge about ourselves. We can then use that information, okay, or guidance or wisdom to help us transform to be more creative, make better judgments, decisions, and life choices, and also help us to gain power or more power over our own life, okay, because our fate is in our hands. In other words, destiny is in our hands, and destiny is the end result of how we choose to live our life. Okay? So I've been urged by my ancestors to actually use this oracle deck. It's called Urban Crow, all right, and it's by M.J. Cullinane, all right. So I'm going to select three cards from this deck, okay, and this is for the divine masculine, or any men who are listening or watching this reading at this present time. Okay, I'm going to um call on the ancestors, okay, and see what areas or in your life that you should be working on or focusing on, okay. And this is to do with shadow work, all right. So I'm just going to shuffle the cards and see what comes out. And if you do enjoy watching or listening this reading, please don't forget to click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you so much. So I'm going to select three cards from this oracle deck, and then just consult with the oracle booklet to just give us a better understanding what the cards mean. Okay, so um, I'm just going to consult with them now. So let me just shuffle the cards a bit. Just give them a bit of a shuffle. Dearly beloved ancestors, what areas or messages do you have for the divine masculine, or any men who are watching this reading at this present time in regards to their shadow work? Dearly beloved ancestors, I'm just waiting to see what comes out. Dearly beloved ancestors, dearly beloved ancestors, what messages do you have for the divine masculine, or any man who are watching this reading at this present time? Okay. Okay, so the three cards that came out, I'll just show you now what they are. So the first card that came out, it's on the number 24, and it says illusion. All right, it says her illusion. Okay, now it's on a number, as I said, number 24 in tarot. We normally add the two numbers if it's a double number, which is six. Okay, and then six, with the number six in tarot is all about harmony. Okay, so I'm just going to pop this on a stand. Okay, the second card that came out, um, it's on a number 11, and when you add the two numbers together, um, it will be a end up being a number two, which is all about duality. And the word on this card, it says curiosity. Okay. And the last card that came out, it's on a number 33, which is a highly divine number. And it just says night. It's on, and if you add the two numbers again, it comes to six. So we've got two sixes here. All right, and again, this is in tarot. It's harmony. Sixes means harmony. All right, so we've got two sixes here and a two. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to refer to the booklet, okay, to give you a better understanding what messages that are coming out here, okay. And this is messages from the ancestors, and this is for the divine masculine or any men who are watching this reading at this present time, and it's to do with shadow work, okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to um I'm just referring to the booklet to just give us a better understanding what these messages mean. All right. Okay, so the first one, it says here, have you ever been absolutely positively 100% certain about a certain situation, only to find that the complete opposite is true? During a reading, illusion may surface to help you uncover if you are clinging to a narrative that suits your feelings about a situation rather than the facts. For example, the person who spends their day angry that their email was not answered, they assume the recipient read it and ignored it. All that energy, being upset and angry, could have been avoided if they just realized that they themselves forgot to hit send. Illusion might appear if we are operating on false assumptions, or if we are in denial and do not want to accept the reality of a situation. When we double down or commit to the story we created in our minds, our actions and behaviors are then byproduct of what we want or assume to be true. If our assumptions are wrong, our actions and behaviors may have negative consequences. Does your interpretation match reality, or are you acting on an illusion? Wow. So, this is a very powerful message, okay? And please take whatever messages that come out, what resonates. So the first one here, okay, the first area, okay, that for those, it doesn't always have to not everyone, okay, that might be experiencing this, okay, at this present moment, or it could be in the future, or probably it has happened in the past, because tarot, okay, or oracle readings, they're timeless, right? But if, for example, in your life right now, okay, you're not sure about something, okay, what the ancestors is saying, that be very careful before you make any drastic decision, okay? It's always good to pull your energy back, okay? Do some form of introspection, okay, about a situation. It could be about a person, okay, before we make any decisions, any rational decisions, okay? All right. Um, so this is very, very important, okay, because sometimes, as what the ancestors say, that we could be overthinking, and by overthinking about a certain situation, okay, it could be some, because I have done that, okay, and sometimes certain things can play on your mind, okay, and you thinking, okay, um maybe like, this maybe, you might be thinking about someone, or you might be thinking about situation, and then just suddenly just come to an abrupt decision, okay, but we have to be very careful here. So sometimes it's good to take our energy back from a situation, take time out, okay, and it's good to sometimes analyze, maybe even do some form of as I said, introspection, okay, about a situation. Maybe we may need to find out more information or more facts before we make a decision. So we need to be very careful here, okay? So sometimes we could be right, sometimes we could be wrong about a person or situation, but before we make any drastic decisions, okay, about, or before we decide what to do, it's always good to think about whatever we do before we act upon it. All right. So this doesn't always apply to everyone who is doing this. Okay, it might be for certain in masculines, okay, or men who are watching or listen to this reading. So this is one of the areas, okay, that our ancestors is asking us that we could sort of work on, okay, or consider. All right. The second one, the message that came out is about curiosity. Okay, so I'm just going to read a bit about that one and see what messages that come out. All right. So, um, okay, the message for this, for the second card, is quite brief. It says, an open door is an open invitation for this brave crow. Now is an excellent time to consider what treasures you will find when you are brave enough to explore. Curiosity asks that you open doors, look inside, and analyze the situation. This is a time to dig in and do your research. Curiosity indicates that you are just scratching the surface. The possibilities are vaster that you are currently seeing. However, you need to get inquisitive. When you start asking questions, a path will unfold. When curiosity appears, you will be better served by putting aside your emotions and thinking like a researcher. Now, you know, this second message that came out about curiosity, I would say it's somehow linked with the first one, all right? And again, what I was saying, that before we make any drastic decisions about a person, okay, or it could be to do it for a job, it could be to do it for a thing, all right? Again, it's saying that we should step back, do more research, ex- um, examine, okay, the facts carefully. Maybe we should ask more questions, okay? We could even ask, if it's to do with an individual, we could ask um, individual questions if we have doubts about this particular person or what they do, all right? Before we make any drastic or major decisions, okay? So I would say that the second card is very much linked with the first card, all right? And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to um, just quickly read about the last card that came out, which is on number 33, which is and on the card it says night. Now what is interesting to me is that moon, because you see the moon has a lot to do, it's really relating to the subconscious mind, okay, what is done in the dark, okay, and we all know that obviously the dark associates with the night, all right? So again, the last card could have something, is could also be linked with the two messages, okay? So I mean, and we are doing shadow work, okay? This is for the divine masculine, okay? And as I said, the shadow work is all about gaining inner wisdom and hidden knowledge about ourselves, okay? It could also be to do with a situation or an individual as well, so we can then make a better we could make a better judgment about a situation, about an individual, okay, as well as a life choice, okay. And if we have given a certain situation or person some of our power, we were able, with that knowledge, we are able to get or regain that knowledge or back, okay, or sorry, that power back, okay. So then we can then move on, okay, with our lives, all right. So let me just read what the last card is all about. Okay. It is here that all the chatter, all the noise, all the action of the day subsides and quiet returns. Night creates a space to contemplate the day as a whole. What event had the most significant impact and will help you grow? Are there events such as petty squabbles that serve you little and can be released into the dark? Night brings to your awareness your sleep hygiene. The ability to get a solid 8 hours of sleep has been proven to not only help your mood but also improve your health. Both dementia and heart disease are linked to lack of sleep. Do you practice healthy sleeping habits? Are your nights filled with restorative sleep? Or does your racing mind keep you awake? When the night card appears, you may need to focus on creating a healthy bedtime routine. All right. So here, all right. The for now, as I said, please take what resonates. Okay. Now, this card here, the ancestors is saying, okay, to certain individuals, and obviously I can also take this advice on board. It's saying that sleep, okay, is very important, okay, for the mind and body, all right, as well as spirit, okay. And sometimes if we have ample sleep, okay, it will also help us, okay, to have a more balanced mind, okay, to stop us from overthinking as well, okay. So and it could also help us in regards to whatever messages that has come out, okay. And as I said, please take what resonates, okay. And it's just the ancestors is just saying to us, okay, for our own mental health, okay, and to have more balance, okay, in mind, body, and spirit, okay, that we should practice having a good night's sleep, okay. So if you are like someone who don't have enough sleep, and I'm one of those, okay, is saying that that is very important for our health, all right, and especially for our mental health, okay, and also to reduce um, things like dementia and also heart disease, all right. So it's just advising her as well that we need to create a healthy bedtime routine, all right. So these are very positive messages that's come out so far. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use another deck, all right. um and what I'm going to do, I am going to um, use this deck. It's called Divine Masters, all right, and see what messages, spirit guides, the angels, archangels, um, the ascending masters, and the have for the divine masculine, what additional messages, okay, um in regards to what three messages that came out, or anything that they would like to point out, okay, when doing your shadow work, all right. So and then I'm going to just refer to um the booklet for guidance. So I'm going to select two cards from this deck. Your spirit guides, angels. What messages do you have for the divine masculine? Okay, so the three cards that came out, okay, one is from a goddess. Her name is, I actually took three. I said I was going to take three, two, sorry, but I've decided to take three, all right. So the first one that came out, she is a goddess and she's Kuan Yin, okay, and the message here is enlightened action. And at the bottom it says choose compassion, move forward with grace. So although I said I'm going to just select two cards, but I just changed my mind and just thought, I might as well just select three, okay. The second card that came out, it says Metatron and Zaldophone, okay, and Metatron and Zaldophone, they're actually twins, all right. They're both archangels, all right. Metatron, um, he deals with the chakras, okay, chakras and auras. I do have a reading out on YouTube regarding that to give, and there is also I've also got um um uh, sorry, a video out, okay, give about guides or guide on chakras and auras, so please check it out. And Xandophone is the archangel, okay, that send prayers uh, uh out to the divine, all right. Okay, and at the bottom it says secret connection, and it's at the bottom it says synchronicity, divine connection, understanding lessons. Okay, yeah, Metatron and Xylophone, they are twin. Okay, they're twin brothers. All right, and then we've also got here a spiritual guardian, Joan of Arc. Okay, and she's a secret activist. And at the bottom here, she says, do not be afraid, stand up for your beliefs. All right. So I'm just going to, so these messages, okay, from these divine masters, okay, they are just, they're here to sort of support you, okay, or guide you um as you go along your life journey, okay, in making decisions, okay. They could be life, it could be life changing decisions, or if you just want to become a better, or transforming into a better version of yourself, okay. um so as I said, you have Kuan Yin, she's a goddess, all right. Metatron and Xantophone, they are archangels. And then you've got a Joan of Arc, who is a spiritual guardian. So I'm just going to refer to the booklet and just see what messages, okay, would like um to come out here. Okay, so the message here is for the first card, okay, and this is from Kuan Yin. If you're finding someone or something difficult at this time, the best way you can move forward is by going beyond, seeking to understand why something is the way it is, or someone is the way they are. It's time to move beyond the behavior or mistakes or challenges that are happening around you. Don't be pulled into the misery and fear that is coming to you from an outside source. Refuse to operate on that level. Choose to take enlightened action for the sake of your inner peace. Know that you can be compassionate and forgiving without having to excuse someone else's behavior. It's more about stepping onto your own path and recognizing that you cannot allow your own wellness and peace to be affected by someone else's behavior or by the outcome of a situation that is beyond your control. Choose to move forward in your life with grace, realizing that if you allow yourself to get pulled in, it will only cause more hurt and anguish. And the best, most enlightened act you can perform is to move on with grace and forgiveness as your North Star. The energy of Kuan Yin is here to guide you in a composed, light-filled way. Wow. This is so beautiful, this message, because this message is actually linked to the previous messages that the ancestors wanted you to work on, okay? Because um and it could be something that has happened in the past, it is currently going, what you might be going through now, or maybe for the future. But what Kuan Yin, this message, the first one from this goddess, is exactly directed to what previous message that came out regarding illusions, okay. um it's all about like sort of going within, okay, asking questions, being curious about what is going on, okay. It could also be to do with someone's actions, okay. It could also be to do with a situation. It could be something that you are doing as well. So here Kuan Yin says that, like we do not, it's all not all about just passing judgment, okay? Because at the end of the day, no one is perfect. We all have flaws, but there's only so much that we could take, okay? And in the act of love, there are times when we do have to sort of, like, after we sort of analyze the situation, do some form of introspection here, and if we feel that in some way that it's not working for us, because at the end of the day we need to put ourselves first in any situation, okay. And if it's not um working, okay, and it's not for our highest good, okay, or our higher purpose, then the best thing to do is to sort of forgive ourselves, okay, forgive that person, try and forgive that person to help us to move on. All right. So these are very beautiful messages that are coming up from Kuan Yin. So please take what resonates. All right. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to um, read about this card, Metatron and Xandophone. All right, so if you just bear with me, please. Okay, so here it says everything is working out for your highest good. All the information and experiences that are coming to you now are bringing you a greater sense of connection and understanding. Be open and aware of the signs and synchronicities that are occurring at this time, for these are miraculous reminders that there is a force beyond your human comprehension that is helping you be your best self and live a life filled with purpose and meaning. If you feel stuck or unsure where things are going, you are being encouraged to see your situation from a higher perspective. If things aren't going according to your plan, it doesn't mean that things aren't going according to the divine plan. A power that is greater than you but also within you is working to help you learn from your life experiences and understand that you are interconnected with your source and a co-creator of your destiny. Wow. So again, you see, the second message is all linked with what Kuan Yin has said, sorry, or the messages that came out, okay, in regards to a situation. It could be to do with a person, it could do with something to do with yourself, it could be to do with a thing, a place, all right? So all these are just encouraging messages, okay? Before we make any drastic decisions, please, if you are experiencing anything in your life right now, please take time out. Please take on board whatever messages that's come out before making any drastic decisions or any major decisions, okay? Regarding a person, place, or thing, or it could also be to do with yourself. All right. And I'm just going to read quickly about what this message is, or what message is coming out from Joan of Arc, who is a spiritual guardian. Okay, so the message here is Don't be afraid of being your most authentic self. Don't be afraid of the passion that is moving through you. Don't be afraid of the power and gifts that you were born with. Right now, there is a huge opportunity for you to stand up for what you know and what you believe. You might feel as though the world is against you, but there's something in your spirit that is telling you not to give up. If you feel unrecognized or misunderstood, don't let this lack of validation get between you and what you know is right. Today's message is a message of confirmation. You are on to something, and it's important that you don't pull back. Keep going, keep driving, and keep pushing because your truth will prevail. The greatest support you can have is the support of the universe. Call in the light of God and the angels and stand strong in your beliefs because the challenge you are facing is an opportunity to understand the purpose of your life. Believe, trust, go. Wow. These are really, really powerful messages today. Really powerful messages. And I'm telling you, some of these messages that came out, I know it's for the divine masculine, any men who are watching this reading in regards to the shadow work, okay? These are really powerful messages, okay? Because I think for everyone or anyone, okay, who is watching this reading at this moment, there's going to be a time when you're going to be faced in making certain decisions. Okay, it could be to do with a person, place, or thing. Okay, and these messages here is just giving some form of encouragement. Okay, that whatever you believe in, all right, and as I said, it's with shadow work again, all right, it's all about discovering who we are, who we really are. Okay, finding out or trying to find our authentic self. Okay, and it's all about what we believe in. Okay, what our soul, what our inner soul is telling us. Okay, it's to do with the subconscious mind. All right, and this is where the divine, okay, um is linked. Okay, and it's all about going within our gut's feeling. All right, which is linked to the third eye chakra. All right, it's telling us, if there is something that is bothering us, is on our mind, okay, that before we make any drastic decisions, think, analyze, go within, find out more information if you can. If it's an individual, speak to them, tell them what we think, how we feel, all right? Is about moving, it's about like removing the mask, okay? Because when we wear a mask, okay, it's like we're not being who we want to be. Okay, we become like sort of like a people pleaser. All right, we are doing things trying to please other people to make them happy, but within ourselves we are not happy. It's all about removing that mask, telling, if it's to do with an individual, how we think, how we feel, okay? And like standing, as Joan of Arc said, she said to stand our ground, okay? Don't back down, because you see, when we give people the power over us, okay, that we ourselves lose part of ourselves, lose part of our authentic self, and it's almost like getting this power back from this individual or this situation or this thing, okay, which is attached to us that might not be for our highest good. All right, so these are really powerful messages, okay, and as I said, please take what resonates, okay, and this message or messages is for the divine masculine, or any men who are listening or watching this reading at this present time. All right, so what I'm going to do, last but not least, okay, I'm just going to just select one card from another deck. And if you would like again to find out what deck, okay, that I've used for the second reading, okay, this is called the Divine Masters, and it's by Carl Gray. All right, Divine Masters, and it's by Carl Gray. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to select one card from this deck, and it's called Work Your Light, and it's by Rebecca Campbell, and I'm going to select one card from this deck. All right, so just bear with me, please. And then I'm going to just consult with the booklet. Okay, so I'm just going to shuffle the cards and just see what comes out. Your spirit guides. Ooh, all right. Okay, so let me just shuffle this card, please. Again, your spirit guides, angel. Ooh, this one a little. Okay. Okay. So again, all right. This message that's come out from spirit is also linked with what we've discussed earlier on. All right, in terms of anything that doesn't align or that is not for a higher purpose, okay? And the message here, it says align your life. Okay, please take whatever messages that resonates, but this is linked with whatever messages that's come out. And it says the question is, what is not aligned or needs to change? Okay, so it says, what is not aligned or needs to change? All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to pop this on a stand. And if you notice on the picture, on the card here, do you notice that the picture here is like, it's a bit like it's fragmented here, or it, okay? And again, you see, if we're not living or are not our true self, or our authentic self, okay, is because we might be in somehow, our soul might be fragmented in a situation, okay, and that, and we need to sort of deal with that, okay, in order to become our true authentic, or find our true authentic self again, okay, to regain our power, okay, again, in regards to a situation or to do with an individual. So let me just uh, and that's why in shadow work, inner soul, inner child work is so important, okay? It's very important so we can heal, forgive ourselves, forgive the individuals, or whatever situation we may find ourselves. It could even be to do with a job or to do with a thing, okay, that's not serving our higher purpose, and then sort of evolve from that situation, okay, because life is a journey. It's all about our experiences, okay, and we, as I said, are living testimonies of what we are going through now, or what has happened in the past, or what is going to happen in the future, so we could help others as well who may find themselves in that situation, or in a similar situation that we have found ourselves in. All right, so let me just quickly refer to this booklet and see what comes out. All right, so the message here is what in your life is no longer on in alignment with who you truly are. We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change or evolution, of growth. Change is one of the only certainties of life. When you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and feel stuck. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be, but there comes a time when it is harder to hold on to this facade than it is to embrace who we truly are, to surrender to how we have changed and align life to that way of being. If you pulled this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were or the things that you once defined yourself by, the job, the relationship, and the mask you wore, and to embrace who you truly are now, to courageously step into the person that you came here to be in full of authenticity, to embrace your weirdness and your uniqueness. Perhaps you have outgrown some relationship or circumstances, and it is time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are today. Wow. So it is almost, it's this card is, it actually matches exactly to what I have said earlier on, okay, in regards to being in a situation. It could be something that we're doing that is maybe detrimental to ourselves, to our health, to our mental health. Okay, it could be something to do with or it could be we could be in a relationship with someone, okay, which is not beneficial to us, okay, that is not giving us peace of mind. It could be a job that we might be in, all right, and it's not we're not happy. It's affecting our health, our mental health, our well-being, okay. So these are, and as a result, it is leaving you as an individual fragmented, because, and this is one of the causes of mental illness today, is the fact that we are in situations or with people, places, or things, okay, that is not beneficial to our health, to our soul, to our whole being, okay. And all these messages that's come up from the ancestors, from our spirit guides, from the archangels, from the angels, is telling us that we need to take some time out, pull our energy back, okay, to do some form of introspection, to do some form of examination. It could be self-examination, okay, and see what needs to be done, okay, to see if there's a way that it can be fixed. If not, then it's probably time to sort of let go of that situation, heal, okay, and move on, okay, so that we can be better versions, okay, or for to sort of allow more space, or create more space for something new, something better to come in your life, okay. So these are really beautiful, powerful messages that's come out here, all right. And this is for the divine masculine, or any men who are listening or watching this reading at this present time, all right. So okay, so what I'm going to do, I just want to just quickly just show you a few crystals here, okay, which you can use for shadow work. And this is for anyone who is uh listening or watching this reading at this present time. Okay, and as I said, you do not need to be on a spiritual soul journey or a life path to watch or listen to this reading. It's for anyone. So if you want to sort of work with crystals, meditate with crystals, have them around your home, sleep with them, carry them about, okay, it's entirely up to you. I'm just going to show you a few crystals, okay, that you can use, all right, in terms of doing any form of shadow work, all right. So let me just, if you just bear with me 1 minute, please. Okay, so I've got a few crystals here on hand, all right, and some of the crystals, okay, as I said, if you are interested in working with crystals, I can show you a few here I've got on hand. Um, that you can work with. All right. Now, one of the crystals, apart from rose quartz, which is all about unconditional, it's the stone of love. Okay, unconditional love. It's all about self-love, self-care, self-worth. All right. You can use these crystals. One of the first crystals, and it's very good for shadow work. All right, for introspection. All right. Is Muscovite. I've got Muscovite. All right. I've also got here, um Snowflake Obsidian. I've also got Rutillated Quartz. Okay, it's a very, very good stone. All right, especially if you feel that you are somehow like lost in a situation, you feel a bit down, you don't feel that you have any self-worth. Okay, it could be something to do with what happened in the past. Okay, it could be something to do with a childhood experience or some form of trauma that you experienced as a child. Okay, so rutilated quartz is a very good quartz, and it's also good like for clearing out anything that doesn't serve your highest purpose. Okay, um I've got Moonstone. This is, or some called peach moonstone. All right, it's also a very good stone to work with, especially if you're interested in moonology or moon astrology, or if you like working with the energies, okay, of the moon. All right, when especially during full moon and the new moon, okay, phase. I've also got here Labradorite as well. All right, I've got Labradorite. I've got Lepidolite. I've got Lapis Lazuli, and I've got Iolite. So all please check out the description box, okay, for more details about these crystals, and if you want to find out more information about inner child, inner soul healing, as well as soul retrieval. I've also in the description box there'll be also information about other crystals that you can use for that type of work. And please check out on YouTube the other readings that I do. All right, I do in that's the area I specialize. I just specialize in shadow, inner child, inner soul work, as well as energy healing as well. All right, so please check out those other readings out on the on YouTube. All right, and also the crystals which I've mentioned here uh, uh, in this reading. All right, so if you do enjoy, okay, if you did enjoy, I should say, watching or listening to this reading, okay, if you could please click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you so much for watching or listening to this reading. All right, thank you ever so much. Thank you for your support. All right, and as I said, if you do enjoy, listening or watching to this reading, if you could please click the like button, subscribe or share, or just leave a comment. Thank you so much. Once again, thank you for watching and goodbye.